Hello artists. For this video, we are going to learn about drawing skill space. Put your name on it. For this assignment, or for this experiment, the directions say to use values to create space. Draw faraway hills or mountains from one side of the paper to the other. Add bigger details that are not mountains or hills. Use the lightest values on the smallest and far away hills or mountains, and use darker values and textures for the closer items. So I'm gonna draw a line there. So if I draw some mountains there, this would be sky above the mountains. I'm going to draw another mountain range and make them vary in height to be more interesting. Then here I'm going to put okay, let's make a road that goes back into the distance. And I'm going to put a tree here. Okay, so I need to erase the mountains that cross through the tree because we can't see the mountains through the tree. All right, so the instructions say that to use the lightest values on the farthest away things, and then use darker values and texture the closer we get. So I'm gonna concentrate on making a very light value for these mountains that are farthest away, or hills, or whatever you want. So I made that value. I can even take my finger and blend that to smooth it out a little bit more, because we're not going to see a whole lot of texture on the farthest away mountains. These mountains or hills, I want to make them a little bit darker so they stand out. We want to make contrast. Want to make contrast, but we got to make sure that we have room to make the closest mountains. And I'm going to put a line there so we know where the bottom of the mountain stops and the land that's closer to us starts. On camera so you can see it. I'm gonna lighten that up just a little bit because I gotta have room to go darker here. So I'm gonna make this darkest. there's my hills. Now I'm going to use my pencil, and I'm going to start adding texture. So I'm going to put where my grass is first. You can see in between the branches on the tree, we need to fill in those areas. I'm going to put a base color in first, or a base shade in first. Okay, now I'm going to add a grassy texture. And the farther I get away with my grassy texture, I want to make it smaller. And eventually, the farther away it gets, it's going to fade out. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Closer to the bottom, it's going to be bigger. And then, because it's closer to us as the viewer. And then the farther away we get, it gets smaller. I'm gonna have to sharpen my pencil soon. And eventually it'll fade out. So we want to fade out about the same distance away. Next thing, I'm going to do the same thing with the tree, with the texture, because it's very close. So I'm going to do kind of a poofy texture on the tree. In some places I'm going to make darker to be kind of deeper inside the tree, and some places I'm going to make light. Because maybe the light is hitting that part of the tree more.
Maybe a little bit darker, maybe.
Then I'm going to do kind of a barky texture on my tree. Okay, not bad. Maybe could be a little bit better, but this is fast. The road is going to be kind of like the mountains. Farther away, it's going to be light, even if it's like a black pavement. Because the farther away things get from us, the more gray they seem. And I'm going to get darker as I come forward. Or the more intense colors seem to be as they come forward. Don't forget what you learned in the value practice or exercise on the choice chart. You can layer up to make something look darker. So I would go this way to help that bottom section look darker. You can do the swirly method to layer up colors if you need, or layer up your graphite if you need to. Yep, sorry about the squeaking. We've also talked about how old these tables are. They get old and creaky just like people. To make the transition between the darkest and lightening up towards gray. That's the idea. That's the direction that we're going with this. I'm gonna Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So give it a try, and you don't have to do exactly this, but if you choose to, because you feel like you're lacking a little bit of confidence, that is okay. Yep, time to stop. Okay, so if you need assistance, please let me know. I am here to support you, and give it your best shot. I can't wait to see what you do. Have fun. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.